Hi, I'm Stephanie Sage with Sage Restoration. I'm at it once again with my Sage Spotlight, and my special guest today is Tina Branine.
Hi!
So excited to have you here with me. You've been doing amazing with the Tina team lately.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Thanks for having me.
Sure. I appreciate it. I guess we can kind of tell the audience, how did we meet? Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh, it's been a little while.
Yeah.
I think, didn't we meet when you were very first starting Sage Restoration?
Mm-hmm.
And back when you were still doing everything too.
Yeah.
Like that's my most vivid memory, is that you would come in and show us pictures or videos of you and your entire gear.
Yeah.
Out and doing crazy things.
Yeah. I was one woman in a van when I met Tina Branine back in the day.
Good thing you didn't name the company that.
That might have been kind of clever. One woman and a van.
You'd have had to rename it though.
Yeah. Eventually, yeah.
Now you're
Thank
one
goodness
woman,
for that.
a lot of people, and a lot of vans.
Yeah, exactly. I've come a long ways in 8 years. But I will say, I have to say, I look back on when we started the business, and I know in my heart that I don't think I would have survived without meeting you and the other members of it was a BNI group.
Right, yeah.
Because, I joked that I got out there and I said, I'm here. Like, you're just going to get all this work coming in the door.
Right.
And it doesn't work that way.
No.
And I learned that really quick, that you got to build those relationships.
Yep.
And I would have to say that, because you were one of the founders of the BNI group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way back, yep.
Yeah, and I still feel a huge emotional attachment to all the people from that group.
I do too. We had such a great group.
We did.
And everyone's so successful now. That's what's crazy. So
Yeah.
they were successful in their own right at that time, but everyone, those original people are like
knocking it out of the park.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. You think about how far everybody's come. But so
really
we met. Then we formed. It was SRP, Strategic Referral Partners. And you were the founder of that. And eventually, I had to drop out of the group. You kind of outgrow sometimes BNI. I think a lot of us kind of evolved that way.
Yep. I think all the original members have kind of outgrown it and moved on to do other things. So
yeah, and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been going on with you and the Tina team?
It's been fantastic. We are obviously in a unique market right now. So, but because we're referral based and because we have so much experience, we are able to really navigate anything. So now there are on the Tina team, there are 8 of us, and then 2 admin staff, and we'll do we'll sell about 46 million this year.
Wow.
Right around 200 or more homes. So yeah.
Wow.
So it's
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Glad to see you doing so well.
Absolutely.
So how long have you been doing real estate?
I've been in real estate for 18 years.
Wow.
So, which is like dog years in real estate, right? So there, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of different markets and different changes. So it's been interesting though.
Yeah. So what did you? Okay, I know that your mother was in real estate. So you were.
And I said I would never, ever sell real estate.
Well, that's interesting.
Because I thought she was insane, right? Because I'm like, who would want to work all the time?
Yeah. Who does that?
Who wants to work 24/7?
Yeah.
But just kind of got into it inadvertently. Really, I was doing. I was out of college. I was a national marketing rep was Lab One. Then it's Quest Diagnostics now. So I traveled the country, and we're in 1 week, out 1 week, and that was not my thing.
Ew, I wouldn't like that either.
No, I did not. I got sick of it really, really quickly.
Living in hotels.
Living in hotels, and it's corporate America, so it was different. So I just wanted to build something, that was my own, do a little something different.
Right.
And then I went to work with JC Nichols back before they merged. This is how long ago this has been. This is making me feel really old. And I sold franchises for them. So a lot of the Reese Nichols, to this day, offices that are in the outlying areas are actually franchises. So,
never knew that.
Yeah, some really amazing people, and met some really amazing people doing that. Then I was actually approached and with an opportunity to help develop the first transaction coordinator department in Kansas City. So For people that are associated with real estate or in real estate, almost everyone now has a transaction coordinator, and that means just a person to help them with the paperwork from contract to closing.
Okay.
So back when I did it, though, that didn't exist in Kansas City, so we actually modeled after some departments in California, and then brought that here. So it's kind of like a little
okay.
unique thing about me. So I did that, and I was a transaction coordinator. And then from there, I was a buyer's agent, and then an individual agent, and then I started my own team. So I've done everything.
So each realtor just handled their own transactions or brokers or?
Yeah, so when I started, teams weren't really a thing. So, you know, what would happen is everybody would do everything basically. And so when we started the transaction coordination department, then that way it allowed realtors to focus on what they're good at, which is not usually paperwork.
Right, yeah. You're the big picture selling it.
Right, they should be out talking and negotiating.
Bringing in the work, the business.
Absolutely. So, it was great. So we formed that, and now the market's kind of changed so much that teams are just a growing thing, and I think they're going to continue to grow just because it's a division of labor. It allows you to specialize and provide services that, you know, I can't be marketing department, negotiation, sales, admin. I can't be all those things. I can be.
Yeah, but it's hard.
There's too many balls in there, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Too many hats.
Way too many hats.
Yeah. I'm familiar with that.
Then you end up, things fall through
Burning
the cracks. So this allows you to focus on what you're really good at and make sure that you provide an amazing customer experience, which is always our goal.
Right,
So,
exactly, which is how you've got so far today. How long have you actually had the Tina team then?
The team is either 5 or 6 years old. So it's kind of a baby team. Well, I guess we're toddlers now. We're a toddler team.
A toddler team. Because I think when I met you, you were on your own then? Okay.
Yeah, I was an individual agent.
Yeah. So what's it like building a team? So you literally start just interviewing people, or other maybe people you know in the industry, and you kind of come together as a partnership, or? Yeah,
so to build a team, you really start from the ground and build your infrastructure. So it's building your staff, building your support systems, making sure you have tools and resources for everyone. And then it's just finding like-minded people who want to build something and be a part of something. And that's really how I just try to find people who are in line with what my core values are.
Or your culture for your team.
Correct.
Same as we have a culture here. Same.
Absolutely.
So you really have a small company.
Yeah.
You know, or not, I wouldn't say small, but you have a company.
Right.
And a broker.
Yeah. We have our license with Keller Williams, who's our broker, and then we kind of have this little infrastructure within it. So
I think it'd be exciting. So what are some things that you have led to your success? I know Keller Williams, I think, has an amazing training program.
They do. Yeah, absolutely.
From what I've seen when we go in to do presentations or whatever, and a lot of strong, positive enthusiasm, to say the least.
Absolutely. Yeah, one thing, because Keller Williams it's the top training company in the world, and that's just not for real estate, it's for everything. So absolutely their focus is on training, and that always helps. And it's a positive attitude. It's definitely, I align myself with Keller Williams because their focus is on you developing your own business and showing you how to run a business like a business. So it's more about the agents versus the company, if that makes sense.
Right.
So the company I was with before was brand recognition about the company. But at the end of the day, no one really cares.
Right, they're buying from you.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You align and affiliate with people who are like-minded with clients also. And so that's who you end up working with. So
So then I think you've also said that in general, the success of realtors is the 80-20 rule, but then Kansas City is more the 90-10.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the numbers recently, but it has been that in the past, where the top 10% do a humongous bulk of the business. Right. And a lot of that is credited towards, the industry's moving more towards these larger teams who can use and leverage their resources in order to provide a great customer experience. So I think a lot of it's because these teams are becoming these huge
conglomerates within a brokerage.
Yeah, it's really great. It's a very cool thing to see.
Okay.
So
what do you think has set you apart, that's made you part of that 80%, 90%? What do you think you've done differently? versus maybe some
definitely.
other teams that haven't been successful or
Right.
what have you.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that I actually really care about my clients. I know that sounds crazy, but I do. I care.
Right.
And then we all care.
Right.
So, we keeps us up at night. We're not sleeping soundly if things aren't going correctly. So
Yeah.
we actually do care.
Know that feeling too.
When's the last time you slept?
Well, I don't know. It's been years
When
now.
did it start raining?
Yeah. Well, I haven't slept now for about 4 days. On a roll. Yeah, it's part of our business.
Get you some coffee or
I
something.
know. Yeah, I've got a diet cherry limeade sitting on the desk over there. Yeah, so yeah, I feel your pain, but it is important that people can just spit that out there, but when you can talk the talk, but to walk the walk.
Absolutely.
Because even in our industry, our motto is we show up when we say we're going to show up, do what we say we're going to do, and actually clean up after ourselves. And it sounds really simple, but I would say probably a large majority of contractors don't do that.
Oh,
In fact, we get thrown under the bus a lot of times for people trying to blame it on us. So,
Right.
and actually, and because we care so much, we'll even come back and clean up a mess that's not even ours. So, but it's,
right. You
it's,
gotta do what you have to do.
Exactly.
Right.
So I get that customer service is paramount because there's so much competition out there.
Absolutely.
Most
Absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah, so we're just trying to go the extra mile so that really our goal is to knock it out of the park so that they refer their friends, family, coworkers to us.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Whoever. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's see who has kind of lent you a hand up along the way. That's kind of why I started my Sage Spotlight. Is one day I was thinking, who's helped me along the way, like you and the BNI group and all the people in there really helped me get my start and gave me validity. I started getting work. So I'm always kind of feel just honored that I met such a great group of people.
I felt exactly the same way.
Yeah. So, who could you say is really...
Oh, so many people.
Yeah.
So many. I mean, my first mentor would be D. Edwards. He, hi D.
You're welcome.
No, I have to call him and tell him to watch. No, he was instrumental. So he was whom I worked for him at JC Nichols doing the franchises. And I was, how old was I? I was 25, 26 years old. He'd just take me everywhere. He'd take me in meetings I had no business in being in. I mean, I learned so much from him, and it made me such a better person because, it provided confidence. I don't get intimidated by people because I should have been, but I was kind of too young and too dumb to know.
Yeah.
So
ignorance
to know
is
that I
bliss
should
sometimes.
be right. And I tend to be a little bit opinionated, so I would share my opinions. I know, shock and all. So I would share those, and have always kind of been like that. So if you ask me what I think, I'm gonna tell you, but be prepared because I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna give you an honest answer.
Right, but that ties into the good customer service. So you're not gonna sugarcoat something that's gonna put a homeowner in a bad position, like with this crazy market that we were in over the past year, where people could have been paying way too much for properties. So you would explain, hey, you're taking a risk here. How did you handle that in this overzealous market?
It has been a crazy market where it's a little bit scary because people were, paying way over asking, and a lot of times waiving their right to inspections or appraisal in order to get a house. So it just really depended on their situation. So we just do everything we can to make it about them and their situation. So if they had to move, then of course we do what we need to do to make it happen. But there are several people that, you just advise to wait.
Yeah.
So I say that all the time, and I feel like sometimes I'm not a great salesperson because I will talk people out of selling their homes or buying their homes based on their situation, right? But that comes back to me tenfold because they appreciate it and send referrals.
No, I totally believe in that philosophy that sometimes you have to set aside your own personal, I wouldn't say greed necessarily, but just to make a quick buck.
Right.
When you know something's not right for somebody. I mean, we do that with our business. I mean, especially when we deal with mold.
Yep.
That's all over the board. I'm sure you see that where you've got people quoting really high, really low. You have people that go in and make it over crazy situations, scaring people.
Yep.
We try to be straightforward about it, and be honest.
Yeah, and that's one thing I really do appreciate about you and Sage Restoration, that you guys do. You give an honest opinion.
Yeah, we try to. All the time, because you have people that just want to make money off somebody.
Yep.
But I believe that you're kind of paying it forward with your own karma and the good energy coming back to you by trying to do the right thing. Not that we're not going to make mistakes, but you have the good intention about always trying to do right.
Math is where I make most of my mistakes.
Yeah,
math is hard.
I hear you. That's my mom and I always joke. Good thing we have all of our fingers and toes. That's a joke in our family. I've gotten better at math being a business owner. Had to. But so who have you mentored, since you had the blessing to kind of be privy to get into some gaining knowledge early on? Who did you mentored and reach out to?
Hopefully lots of people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of been my thing, is that I am pretty much an open book. Anyone that asks me to coffee or lunch, I always go. Because while they're trying to learn from me, I always feel like you can always learn something from someone else, no matter whom they are, what they've done, because we've all we have different paths, and we've all had different life experiences. So so my team, of course, I definitely other agents have mentored me. So I think it's really powerful to share information in a mastermind. I totally agree. You can learn something from everybody, whether they're in your industry, just somebody off the street, going into a store. You never know who you meet, what that could lead to. Oh, absolutely. I mean, the starting of the team actually came from, her name was Tabby. She lives in Nashville now, but she was the team leader in my office, and she just said, hey, you have great systems, you have great tools. Why don't you have a team? And I didn't know, because it sounds like a lot of work. I was like, I'm already working like 12-hour days. When am I? Okay, let's do that. That sounds great. Pile it on. There's 24 hours in a day. I don't need to sleep. So, which is basically what I did for the next couple of years. I didn't sleep and just worked all the time. But it was her seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself that allowed me to take that leap. So, right, it's that chance. And there's been so many people along the way that have done the same thing for me. Yeah, it's amazing. And I'm excited, too, that you're going to be attending the Women's Summit. Yes, I'm excited, too. Yeah, I know you're going to love it, because... I'm scared because it's at Lydia's, though, and I'm not eating carbs right now. I'm with you, though. Carbs, no pasta. I'm sure they have something other than pasta, but they have great food. May have to be a cheat day. Yeah, you can always have a cheat day. Lydia's, I know. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited. So I'm so excited. So thank you for sharing that opportunity with me. So, sure. Appreciate it, because it's going to be awesome. And then we do have appetizers and wine. You may have to have a cheat day. Oh, cheat day for sure then. I don't know. There might be beer there too. I don't know. So. Okay, so do you have like a favorite quote or a favorite, person that you look up to? My favorite quote is, she believed that she could, so she did. I just love that. It's real simple. I have it on, I've got it on several different things, a necklace, earrings. I have it on jewelry mostly. Yeah. But I've always loved that quote, just because it just embodies everything, right? You have to believe in yourself, and then you can really accomplish whatever you want. So. Yeah. And I've been more, I guess, inclined to, just trying to motivate other women to believe that they can be successful at something, or starting their own business. Actually, in some research I've done lately, that women are actually better off if they start their own business and work for themselves. Oh, I would absolutely believe that. Yeah. But a lot of people are afraid to take that chance, or even for women to get into the trades. I mean, because you can do anything if you put mind to it. I really believe it. I wish that I would have believed in myself more when I was younger. Oh, yeah, because think of where I know, I think that often, too. Yeah. If I would have started a team younger, done this younger, where could I be? But you know what? It all works out. It all worked out. I know, I'm like, our journey is our journey. Yes, it is. I know, but I think if I started 3 years ago, I could be retired on the beach right now. I know. Dang. You can't coulda, shoulda, woulda on yourself. Yeah. But I'm 55, and I've never been more confident, more happy in my life. And you're right, the journey, it's all good. But I do want to reach out to young women, and just if that little voice in your head saying, hey, start your own business, or I want to be in this career,
I say listen to that little voice.
Yep.
And do it.
Yep.
Do it while you're young.
Yep. Gives you options.
Yeah. Options. Yeah. Options are always the best. Because
Yes,
life is a lot more exciting with options.
Absolutely.
And choices. That is for sure. I think you had mentioned too that you have a famous person that's one of your favorites.
Oh, I love Ellen DeGeneres. She is like
she's hilarious.
She's like my daily. I watch her every day before I go to bed, and I just I admire how much she cares about people. So that's what I really admire about her. I think that you can be, as successful as you want to be, but it's your impact that you make on the world and the people around you. That's really your legacy, and how you use how do you use that to benefit others. And I just love how she gives away so much money and is involved in so many charities. I just really admire that.
Yeah, I respect that too, because a lot of people, I mean, I guess we can all be guilty of that. What at each level that you're at, how can you give back?
Right.
And, be thankful for all the blessings, that you've had.
Absolutely.
And success, so.
Absolutely. And, and just the more successful you are, the more you can give back.
Right.
So it's just really... It's cool. Just do it.
It is. And that you have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of success, what is your definition of success? Because everybody has different philosophies on that.
That's my definition of success, giving back, the ability to give back and what you contribute to others. And people right now, I'm super involved in KC Pet Project. It's just, and we're having there's a big special for the next few months. It's $25 adoptions. Anyway, check out my Facebook page. There'll be more information. But being able to, I'm passionate about animals, dogs in particular, but they save everything. Cats, they had penguins and
wow.
Yeah, I know. They will rescue and say the work they do is so amazing. So my definition of success is to absolutely embrace and do everything I can to help clients and do the best job in real estate I can. But in turn, what it does is allow me the opportunity to give back.
Right.
And I think I think you can tell a lot about a person based on what they do when no one else is looking.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yep. That's very, very true. Speaking of the pet project, is there any golden doodles there?
Oh, there's purebreds that come through all the time, and that's I think people don't realize that there are purebred animals that are given up, handed over, rescued all the time. So always check with your shelters first. Yeah,
I love those dogs. I saw my first golden doodle, I don't even know, probably like 6 years ago on a mold job, and I came into this house and this dog, the way they move, they're
cool,
human-like or something. And this dog I think his name was Charlie. And I just fell in love with that dog. And then I've just kind of been obsessed with him. I went in to do a water bid yesterday. I walk in, I'm like, oh, it's a golden doodle. It's real big. What was this dog's name? I can't think what it was. Truman it was Winston. And I don't know. But then I'm so dang busy.
I know.
And I'm like, I just don't know if I want the responsibility of a dog.
Rescue an older one that's already all trained for you.
Well, maybe that's an idea.
Look, you should have a dog in the office.
The shop dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be prancing around all day.
This took a turn.
I think something else for Marion to do. Why did the dog? Take the dog out.
I told you this would take a turn.
Yeah, I know. So now I got myself thinking about it, but maybe one of these days.
Okay.
Mr. Allen, he'd probably be jealous of the dog though. He's all my attention.
He'll be all right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what's some tips you can give homeowners right now for like the market's changing? I think you mentioned a little bit.
Yeah, the market has shifted already, so it's just staying ahead of that. And so the biggest thing for anyone right now, for buyers, if you have been on the fence because there wasn't anything available, there are things available now. Things are the market slowed a little bit. And the great thing is that there's another interest rate hike planned for the end of the year. So now would be a great time it really is a great time to buy. I know you hear that all the time.
There's
but
actually
it's
inventory.
kind of, right.
For the
There's
rates
something
go
to buy. You can get a lower rate. Your affordability is going to be better. And then for sellers, I mean, the market is shifting, but it's still a great time to sell because, you know, as the market shifts and adjusts, you know, you want to adjust before it adjusts all the way.
So it goes up.
It's like a little bell curve, and we're like right here on the back side of it. So
Yeah.
so it is a good time. So
Yeah.
great opportunity, and not as frustrating for the poor buyers. I've just felt so bad for them. So, but it has opened up a little bit. So it's definitely, there's homes available, and you don't have to get out there in the first half an hour.
Yeah.
Or lose it. So.
Well, and speaking of that, I bet there's apartment complexes going up
Oh, isn't
everywhere.
It insane? And they're so expensive.
Yeah.
Quit spending money on rent. Oh my gosh.
But see, a lot of people probably rented
I think so,
because
too, yeah.
the market was so crazy. The ones that listened to the realtor that maybe said, don't buy right now unless you just absolutely had to get into a house.
Right.
So maybe a lot of those people getting out of their leases,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
could start looking now.
There are definitely a lot of those people. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all those new apartment complexes, and I've looked at their rents, and oh my gosh, you know, some of them are $3,000, $3,500. That's a $500,000 house. I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's a lot of money to give away.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Not invest in
Yeah.
a house.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. How can people contact you? If you're renting out there, you might consider contacting Tina to look at buying a house and quit paying somebody else and start paying yourself.
Yeah.
So how is the best way for people
Well, we
to
prefer like Batman lights, like the big spotlights. Just turn it on and we'll swoop in. I don't know. I'm super random sometimes. I know. You just call us and go to thetinateam.com. We have all our information. Facebook, we're the Tina Team on Facebook. I know we have an Instagram and Twitter, thanks to Samantha.
Go, Samantha.
I don't know what they are. One of these days I'm too old for Twitter.
I tweet.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Follow
I know.
some
I need
on
to
Twitter.
get. I know. I age myself when I say things like this.
It's
but
exhausting.
it
I
is.
spend a lot of time on social media.
I don't.
It's like behind the scenes. Probably more than I should. But you get to stay out there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Do
that's
my
why I
videos.
have a team. I have a team so they can do the social media stuff because that's what
wiser
they're
than I
good
am.
at. So yeah, you can always call us 913-963-3444 and be happy to help with anything we can. So.
Yeah, because this lady is amazing. Nobody just grows a real estate business like that for no reason. I mean, it's not easy to be successful.
It is not. It's
You know.
It's a cutthroat industry. So.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I watch $1 Million Listing.
Oh, I wish it was like that.
Yeah. But that seems kind of cutthroat at times.
It can be. Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
coming
having
on
me.
my little show here. I just love, helping people out and getting the word out about people that I love and I know are awesome.
Well, we appreciate you and
Yeah.
we thank you for everything you do for us
Thank
too
you.
with Sage Restoration. So taking
Awesome.
care of our clients. We appreciate it.
We try to do our best. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.